Hey everyone, in my last video, I spoke about a scam where you actually convince people to change their suppliers' bank accounts and take off with the money. It's a big risk, big reward sort of scam that companies fall for quite regularly, but it does make it into the news. And the bad news is if you get caught doing this, you're probably going to go to jail. So this week, I want to flip that on its head and I want to talk about a scam that's at the other end of the scale. So this is a scam that has a very small risk and a small reward, but when you do it in volume, it adds up. The good thing about this scam is it's so small, no one's going to bother chasing you up, and even if they do, you'll just be able to claim it was a mistake. If you want to know more, stick around. To start this scam, I want to tell you a story about when I first left university and started working. I got a job as a finance accountant and I was working in the accounts payable department. And the accounts payable department was very strict. Everything had to be approved by an authorised signatory, it had to have a purchase order, all these sorts of rules. Apart from things under $100. Anything under $100 they just paid. And for me, $100 at that stage was a lot of money. It's probably worth $250 now. So when I questioned them, why are you doing this to these small invoices? They just said to me, it's not worth chasing up. It's not worth our effort. It's better to just pay them. It's better for the company to pay that invoice than to spend the hours we're going to require chasing that up to find out who ordered those items. This scam takes advantage of the fact that a lot of companies out there and a lot of accounts payable departments have the same sort of policy. Anything that's a low value invoice, simply pay it. It's not worth spending the time and money chasing that up. Now, to do this scam effectively, what you need to do is obviously work at volume. Scamming one company out of $100 isn't going to be particularly good, but if you could scam 100 companies out of $100, suddenly that makes it a little bit more worthwhile. This is a relatively simple scam. You just need to get your computer out, start up Word, there's a template for invoices on there, and you can generate 100 invoices, send them out to 100 different companies. Don't make it for too much, and certainly don't put like an attention to person on there or anything like that. Make sure the description is vague so it's really hard to tell what the company supposedly bought, and then send them out. And I can guarantee you that there will be a percentage of people that simply pay that invoice. When you get that invoice paid, take that company, put them on a paid the invoice list, so they're the ones you want to scam again. If they didn't pay them, put them on a didn't pay invoice list. There's no point going through those guys. They obviously have some controls in place. Once you've done this a few times, you're going to end up with a list of maybe 100 or 200 companies where you know they're simply going to pay any invoice that you send them. So every couple of months, send them a new invoice. Easy. The good thing about this scam is it's plausible deniability. This sort of stuff happens all the time in business. Mistakes happen. We send the invoices to the wrong people. And even if someone does bother chasing up a $200 invoice and accuses you of being fraudulent, you just say, oh, look, really sorry, we made a mistake. We'll send you a credit note. So the risk of getting police involved in such a low matter is very low. For you, the benefit is that you're working at volume. So one individual transaction, low risk. When you add those 100 transactions together, you're suddenly getting a decent volume and a decent return on your investment. As a business manager, why do you care? I mean, after all, the reception flowers probably cost more than $100 each month. Isn't it just better to pay the $100 and make the problem go away? Well, no, because this is a gateway scam. To put it bluntly, once you pay this, you're going to go on a suckers list. And once you're on that suckers list, the scammers are going to not only hit you with the same scam again and again and again, but they're going to actually gradually increase the sophistication and value of their scams, which is going to present a bigger risk to your business. The best way to avoid this is to have an appropriate spend policy in place that covers all the spend, from the large down to the very small. Where a lot of businesses struggle is implementing a policy that protects their business without having an elaborate and time-consuming process associated with it. The good news is this is where I can help. I specialize in spend management policies and ensuring that they're appropriate and efficient while still protecting your business. Because the last thing you want to do is pay that $100 to make the problem go away, and next thing you know, you have a $500,000 problem sitting on your doorstep. Guys, I'm Andrew Chapman. If you like my content, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.